Hello, my name is Tyson Gregory. This is my presentation on the use of opium in ancient civilizations. Um, the use of opium has been prevalent in many cultures throughout history. Even in ancient societies, there's evidence of opium use in many different ways. In ancient Egypt, poppy plants were used as decoration as well as medicine. The majority of medical prescriptions in ancient Egypt used vegetable ingredients aside from minerals, human secretions, and animal contributions as well. Some of the plants used to extract these prescriptions ingredients were indigenous to Egypt, others were not. The artifact which began this investigation is a ceramic jug which is in the shape of a poppy, as we'll see coming up soon. This has been shown in ancient Egypt writing. The Papyrus Ebers in ancient Egypt is a medical text that dates back to approximately 1550 BCE. It is one of the oldest and most extensive documents of traditional medicine and contains over 800 recipes for treating on a variety of ailments, including cancer, diabetes, and heart diseases. These recipes include the mention of opium and poppy for lots of different treatments. It specifically mentions opium in a few odd mixed recipes said to get rid of all diseases instantly. While recipes seem to be more spiritual than medical, correct the use of opium to relieve the pain in these recipes. This right here is the jug we were talking about before. It's found in burial sites in ancient Egypt. It's the cyprate ring-based juglet from ancient Egypt that is shaped like a poppy plant, and which is said to hold opium sap mixture. Opium was not only seen in ancient Egypt, but also seen in ancient China. Opium was less widespread, though, because it was seen as taboo in the culture. It is argued that the incorporation of opium poppy into Chinese medicine practiced during the Song dynasty owed much to the use of the flower in Buddhist monasteries. Ancient China also seemed to link the use of opium with religion more than scientific medicine, as was introduced in the Buddhist culture. This right here is an incense burner. This artifact is an incense burner from ancient China. While no evidence implies it was used for opium specifically, opium would often be used to burn in incense to help connect with the gods and the afterlife and gain an understanding to heal your soul, trying to create an altered state of mind. Another culture we saw a lot of opium uses is ancient Rome. In Rome, opium was known and frequently used in Roman society. Medical practices recognized that its usefulness and analgesic, soporific, anti-tussic, and anti-diarrheic agent, as well as currently unsupported uses with magical properties. It is additionally used as an ingredient in antidotes, panaceas, and poisons. This culture is where we see the most prevalent use of opium. The use was more medical than Egyptians and the Chinese, although it appeared religiously too, as we'll see coming up. Right here, as we can see, there is a marble sarcophagus with the myth Saline Endymion, which was used to hold people after they died. On the side, you can see the god Hypnos, which is this guy right here. You can see my circle. Who is the god of sleep. The god often was depicted of holding a poppy plant in his hand, and in this case he is holding the plant. Many Roman gods were said to have used opium as natural and makes you drowsy and relieves pain. On this sarcophagus, Hypnos is actually pouring a potion of poppies over the spirit, resting within to grant eternal rest to the soul. And according to a passage from Pliny the Elder, in his book called Natural History, There is still a variety, a kind of white lettuce called meconis, a name which it is derived from an abundance of milk and narcotic quality, which it produces, though in fact it is generally thought that they are all of them are soporific tendency. On future analysis, this seems to be a mixture of opium and milky substance because of its drowsy effects, and it might even be the same potion that the god Hypnos used in the slide before. In conclusion, opium in the ancient world really wasn't used much differently from society today. Although today it has started to transition to a recreational drug in some cases, it is a controlled substance and it is used for scientific medicine as opposed to religious medicine, which is more common in ancient times. Opium was used for medical purposes often in ancient civilizations. It is still used to this day, which is a pretty cool thing to think. We're not much different from our ancestors thousands of years ago. And here are the credits. Thank you for watching my presentation, and we'll see you later.